So many crazy things have been happening since I've been putting Neville Goddard's techniques into to practice, like actual practice. Like all these emotions that I'm having, all these things that I used to fear, I don't fear them anymore. And the negative thoughts that I've been having now, I just do things differently now. Hey everybody, welcome. I'm Andrew with Manifesting with Me. I'm just a regular dude manifesting the impossible. Well, trying to, you know. Well, I am doing it. I am. I'm not changing the word. Yeah, I am. So we're just gonna talk about like all the techniques I've been doing. Well, I guess essentially just with one technique, I guess, really. So just imagining with Neville Goddard, how he says how to imagine, you know, like because if you guys saw my last video about Abdullah, what Abdullah taught Neville Goddard, you know, I was listening to this lecture right now again, over and over again, on Neville Goddard, how to use your imagination. It says 1955. I just re-watched it, and as I was watching this, I guess we'll talk about what I've been doing. So today is July 7th, 2026, and I woke up, I guess, having some weird dreams, you know. I know that the dreams I've been having now, I've entered my subconscious, and I choose to believe, because this is my assumption, that I have my desires. I guess I have them, you know. Because today I was scrolling through Facebook, and then I saw something. I saw someone that I haven't seen in a long time, and there's somebody that I guess I wanted to manifest a long time ago, like I think years ago, when I first saw this chick. I saw her on this YouTube video of a really tall model chick, you know, because for me, I found her ridiculously attractive. I was like, it would be nice if I could manifest this girl, you know. I'm not gonna say her name or to say anything because she's a model. She's on, I guess she's a model, a really tall model. I don't know how tall she is, but I don't care, you know. And for me, I know that these girls, the girls who are tall models, I know they have trouble finding a guy, you know. And for me, that is, I know that I have a good shot. This is my assumption because I have, like, if you guys know about my life, I have dated models in the past a long time ago. Like I was a promoter back in 2009, 2008. You know, when I was in Vegas, I was living the life of a promoter. During those days, like social media wasn't prevalent, you know. Like it literally wasn't, you know. It was just like Facebook or MySpace. I think it was MySpace, you know. And I saw her. I guess she has a new Facebook thing or whatever, and she's still a model and she's still hot, you know, and she's still silly. Because that's the reason why I wouldn't say I fell for her, but like I was attracted to her. It's because she wasn't just because a lot of girls could be pretty, you know, but she's silly and she likes to cosplay too, you know. Like this is super vague, so that's why I could say it, you know, because there's millions of girls that are like this, you know. And I know how much trouble that these tall girls have with relationships, you know, because of their jobs and how tall they are, you know, and all the stuff they're doing. And I know that, you know, like it's easy for me, you know, because I don't care. Like I really do not fucking care, you know. And I know that this person, whoever, like I know, obviously I know who she is, you know, I know her name and everything, you know, like she's somebody that I see myself. And today, like I said, I was looking through it and I was like, wow, look at her, like good, like I was happy, like I was like, wow, this is my girlfriend, you know. Like I just had that thought. I was like, wow, like, because I wrote her down in my manifestation book, literally like I think 2 years ago, and obviously I understand now that I was in want and I was in desire. Like I was in want, you know. She wasn't mine. Like we weren't together. You know, so now I know that we are together and she's my girlfriend, you know. Just like how Abdullah told Neville Goddard, he said, I want to go to Barbados. He says, you are in Barbados. Neville Goddard said, I'm in Barbados. And Abdullah said to him, yes, you are in Barbados. He said, look over to the sea, look at where you're at. You're in Barbados right now. So this person is my girlfriend. I'm not going to say her name, but I know the name, I'll say in my head, is my girlfriend. Yeah, she is. That's it. And I'm gonna focus on this, you know, because I'm manifesting so many things, but because whenever I think of her, I think of lovely things, and whenever I see her posts on Facebook when I'm scrolling through it, I was like, wow, look at her, man. Look at her. She's doing really well, man. Like, she's happy. She's having fun. She's doing photo shoots or videos, whatever, being silly. And that's something that I like in a girl, not to be taken too seriously, to be silly, but kind of like silly behind the scenes too, not just like an act, because I do understand that some of these girls, they're completely different when they're on camera, but this person, I imagine, this is my version of her that I want, is somebody that is my ideal version, that she likes to play games, likes to stay home, and she would take me out, because like, yeah, I like staying home, and she's somebody that I guess, because the reason why I like tall girls is essentially that if I hug them, then my head's like in their boobs, so like my head's pressed against their chest, which is awesome. It's always a good feeling. As you guys see, I'm smiling. Imagine me doing it with her, just her hugging me, just putting her face in my boobs, and for me, like I'm not gonna try to change at all how she is, like because my version of her, I like her like that, like if she does change, she changes of her own free will, and my ideal version of her, because I truly know nothing about her, all I see is what I see on social media, because obviously we don't know these people, like I'm just assuming she's my ideal type, and for me, that's a homebody, likes to stay home and play games, and obviously her job is a model, and she could do it anywhere, so for me that's good, because that's awesome. And it's awesome that she doesn't do any, as far as I know, she doesn't do any adult content. But if she did, then it wouldn't matter to me regardless. But that's somebody that, because that's a thing that I don't really like, like I don't really care. But that's something that I don't want, I don't want that, But whatever, But if she does, then I don't know. Like for me, I know she doesn't. I assume this, Because that's just my type, And if I don't get her, then I know I'm gonna get a way better version of her, Because this is what I assume, This is what happens when I believe in God, That even if I don't get her exactly, I know I'll get somebody like her. Because for me, I'm not really like, because I'm just testing the law right now, And that's the reason why I chose her. I was like, okay, if I could get this gorgeous, hot model girl, I like a legitimate model, This girl is a legit model as far as I know, She does, I guess, walks or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know what a model is considered, not like an official model, not an Instagram model, that's just anybody, but she seems like she's an actual model, she's tall, and I guess she does conventions too. She does like meet and greets or whatever, but the entire time as I was waking up, like after I saw those pictures of her, I was like, yeah, this is my girlfriend, like that's it, this is my girlfriend, that's it. That's just the thought that I had. Like we're together. And the whole day, as I was waking up, making coffee, brushing my teeth, shaving, I was just imagining like all the stuff that we are doing together, like it already happened, like how we went to Anime Expo and we were there together and we were just walking, and then she was hugging me and holding me, and she was happy, because she didn't care what anybody thought, She's like, I don't fucking care what these fucking people do. I'm like, it's like, you don't care? I don't care, dude. Like, what the fuck would I care, dude? I want the hottest girl ever, Because she is gorgeous, with makeup, and obviously without makeup too, She's very pretty and cute, And that's something that I do like about her, because I could see their photos of her without makeup, I could see her being silly, Like this is something like that I know that if I achieve this, and I know I am going to, then I know that I'm just proving the law to myself, Because I also too, I was just imagining us making content together, because my person that I want to be with wants to freely help me and make content, which wants to help me grow, from the bottom up, and she loves me for me, and I know that, like, I have this, because creation is finished and circumstances don't matter. So I know, like, I made the video a while back about the Too Ugly for Love dude, that he somehow, some way, he got a girl that he wanted, by making the video. Like, I don't know what his intention was, but to me, that dude manifested, because the law of assumption it's a law. Everybody's using it. It's not something that you pick or choose. We're always using it, And for me, I would like her to believe in manifestation, I guess, like, to want to study with me, that's essentially what I want, but of course I really don't care. But this person because she literally just popped up on my feed. I haven't seen this person at all whatsoever, because I don't really follow people or follow girls or whatever, and whatever, And they had a number on her Facebook, but I think it's just like a business, whatever. Like for me, I'm not going to interact with the 3D, like I'm not gonna call it, because for me, like I don't really know what to say, to me. Because what am I supposed to say, like call this number, hey, I want to be with you, like I'm sure that's what every fucking guy says to her DMs, whatever, And I know that somehow, some way we're gonna get together, because I'm not gonna worry about how it's gonna happen, Because I saw the number and I was like, I had a thought. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. Because once again, like, I don't know what that number is, It could be a fake number, it could be somebody using your photos, or maybe it is her. I don't know, man. Like, because there's a lot of fake websites. So I know that obviously that person's real, because it's not AI, You can tell that it's not AI, And for me, I'm just living in the end exactly like how Neville Goddard says to do. Do not think about the how, like his teacher Abdullah said. He didn't even discuss it with Neville Goddard, because Neville Goddard wanted to discuss it with him, and Neville Goddard had doubts the whole time. But he just listened to his teacher Abdullah. He did it for, I think, for 40 days. He did it for a month straight. Him doing this, living in the end. Him being in Barbados in his father's house. And he eventually got the letter. I think, I don't know, man. Like, I think manifestation happens a lot faster now. Cause at least for me, like, for it does happen for me, and so I'm just going to once again assume that it's done. Like, I'm going to do what Abdullah said. What Abdullah said to Neville Goddard is just imagine as if I was with her, before I go to sleep. And then, like I said, I was already doing it. Like, I wasn't even forcing, or I wasn't, what I call it. It was immediate. Like, I thought of her, and then I just immediately having all these images, popping into my head, as if these things happened, like in the past. Like, these are previous memories of us being together and us doing, us going to Anime Expo, us walking, her hugging me, her, like, me having picture, like, me seeing her phone of me and her in her phone, Like, I know that she's a faithful girlfriend, a faithful person. And for me, because I know, like, I don't really care because for me, I don't mind just being with one person, for a very long time, I'm an easy guy to please, but I know that she wants me to be with other girls too, that she wants me to, she's a kind person, and she wants to share my kindness and love, with other girls. I just know that that's how she is, and she wants me too, she doesn't want to be with anybody else. This is obviously what I want, and I understand that that's my version of her, that she doesn't mind sharing me with her friends, because she knows that, but she wants me to herself too, she's like, she's okay to share for a little bit, but not forever, she's like, you can have him for a little bit, and I obviously have to watch whatever, I don't know, it's just, because I really, I guess, like, it'll be cool if I get more than one girlfriend, that'd be cool, but I really don't care. I'm happy with just one girlfriend who just wants to be with me forever, and, obviously, no, not marriage, no kids, I don't want no kids or marriage, and obviously she has the same beliefs as well, because once again, I know nothing about this person, other than her name, and that she's a model, and that she does photo shoots and stuff like that, like basic information, and for me, like I said, I'm assuming that she's my ideal type, that's it, and that we're together, that's it, we're together right now, and all the thoughts I'm gonna have are just, like Neville Goddard says to people, like, what would we be doing? And I'm thinking about it already, like, what we should be saying to me, what we would be doing with the other. And for me, I already know what we're doing. We go to Anime Expo, she cosplays, and for me, like, that's awesome, and for me, I go to these things, she takes me out to these events because she wants me to be there, and if I truly don't want to go, she stays with me, of her own free will, of course, because she wants me to enjoy the same things, and she's gonna try to convince me a little bit, but she knows that, like, she prioritizes me. She prioritizes my needs, because that's what I want, and I already know the thoughts that are negative that are coming right now, and maybe I'm just observing them and just letting them go, like, because those thoughts are not my thoughts, and because, once again, if there are any negative comments in the comments talking about this, like, okay, like, that's all I can say is okay, because it doesn't matter, like, what I want, like, I don't know why you guys if you guys put any negative comments in here about that, like, I don't know why you guys concern yourself with that, like, why the fuck do you care about my life, man? Like, I want you guys to be happy, so I want to be happy. Why don't you guys want me to be happy? That just tells me that you guys are miserable, but I got off a tangent. But me, I know that she's thinking of me. I don't know how, because I haven't thought about her in years, legitly, so she popped up into my life again, and she's pursuing me, like, she's doing all these things, and because that's what every girl does, that's my assumption, because that's, for me, that's the only believable way that I know that a girl's interested in me, because I do not pursue, I do not do that. I don't like wasting time, like, it used to be about the fear, but now okay, so in the very beginning, I don't want to fucking do it, I never really thought of it, but as obviously time progressed, it was fear a little bit, but even then I didn't really care about it, even though I saw girls interested in it, I just wouldn't do it out of fear. But now it's just I don't want to waste my time doing it, like, to me it's just a waste of time. If a girl likes me, she's gonna come up to me, be straight up, and that's it. And for me that works, because that's exactly how all my relationships happened. Every single girl that I've ever dated, either somebody got involved and put us together, or they themselves came up to me and asked me out, wanted to be with me, asked me to hang out with them, and then asked me to be their boyfriend. All of them did this. Every single girl I've been in a relationship with has done this. And then obviously my negative thoughts got me to get cheated on and all these other stuff, because I remember thinking negative, because I was never a positive thinking person, in my life. So I am doing right now, like, for me, I've always been just a regular person, living my life, and now that I know about, now that I've learned about the law, Neville Goddard, like I said, I'm just going back to basics, staying with the things that people say that work, I'm just focusing on that, just focusing on my desire, I'm clear on what I want. I was clear a long time ago, and I know that somehow, some way, because this person popped onto my feed, I haven't thought about this person in years. I wrote her down in the manifestation thing, saying that she's my ideal version of her, because she is, and I know somehow, some way, she knows about me, because we don't know, because I'm just assuming that because that's she popped up, and I haven't thought about her at all, so I know she's thinking of me, I know she wants me in her life, I know she's thinking of me at this current moment. So we are together, she is thinking of me, and she is with me right now. We are together, like, just like how Abdullah tells Neville, you are in Barbados. He says you went first class to Barbados, he said, who said you were going? It's literally what Abdullah said to him when Neville Goddard told him that he was going to Barbados. He says, who said you were going? Who said you're going third class? You went to Barbados first class. So this person thought of me, past tense, continues to think of me, present tense. We are together right now, we're happy, we're in a loving, committed, happy, passionate relationship right now. Somehow, some way, she knows about me, and somehow, some way, she's fallen in love with me, somehow, some way, she found me, somehow, some way, we're together, somehow, some way, she convinced me to be with her, because all these girls, like, you have to convince me to be with you, dude. Like, why should I be with you, like, what things are you gonna do for me, that I'm not doing already, because I'm happy. Like, I really am happy right now, and I don't need you, like, I don't need this person to make me happy, because I'm already happy. That's the reason why a lot of people get into relationships, That's because they want to be happy. They want the person that they're with to make them happy, but I'm happy already, so I don't need them to make me happy. Like, what are you gonna do to, I wouldn't say improve my life, but like I don't really know how to say it. I guess because my life is already improved already, you know. Like, if they want to improve it, cool, but you don't need to do that, you know. Like, how would you, I guess, bring value into my life? I guess is what I want to say. Value, you know, because anybody can bring value, you know. Like, are you gonna be my peace? Are you going to, like, what do you want to do for me? Because every girl that I've ever been in a relationship with, like, I've said this to, I'm like, dude, like, why should I be with you? Like, why should I be with you, you know? And the girls are like, they have to think, because all of them have never had that question asked before. They say, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to do this for you, I promise I'm going to do this. I'm like, and I would tell them, hey, don't keep promises, don't, because to me, promise is a very important word, you know? Because I keep my word at all times. If I promise something, if I tell a person, I promise I'm going to do this, I do it, no matter what. And if I don't, then I don't promise it, you know? Because I tell people that I'll keep my promises to the things that I know I can do. And if I don't know I can do, I don't promise them. I said, I'll try to the best of my ability to do it. If I don't, then you can't really blame me, you know? But if I promise something to you, because promises mean a lot to me. If you break your promise to me once, then I'll never trust you again. That's how I am. Because people who break promises easily, you know, like, I understand if there's like a really bad circumstance, you know, like, and they truly tried to keep their promise, then that I understand, you know, if they broke it in that sense. But they did everything they could in their power to keep it, you know. Like, to me, then obviously that's obviously an exception. But if people say they're gonna do something for me and it's something easy to fucking do and they don't fucking do it, and that's the promise that they broke with me, then obviously I'll never tell them anything. I go, oh, okay. I go, no worries, man, I don't care. Because they're the ones who said it. They're the ones who told me, I promise this. I promise I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do everything in my power, you know, because I'm not telling them to say these things to me, man. I never tell anybody to promise me. I go, no, dude, like, if you want to do something, you're gonna do it. Doesn't matter if you promise it or say it, you know. But if you promise it, because to me, that's a promise means a lot to me. This is what a lot of people understand about me. This is why I stopped being friends with people, you know. Like, they break their promises. Because for me, normally, like, I give grace to people who are my friends. I used to, but now I'm not doing that anymore, you know. Like, if you break a promise to me, then we're not, like, I wouldn't say we're not friends, but we're not gonna be close or whatever. Just gonna be an acquaintance, just some dude who I call a friend, you know. So my person, like, I don't know why I got off the tangent on that. I'm sorry about that, you guys, but I did something about me I want you guys to know about, you know. But I'm doing literally what Neville Goddard said. So I know that God promised, like, God promises things, just like how Abdullah told the Neville that you can't get a little pregnant. You're pregnant, you know. Be like a mother. Be a mother and let the child come out and let the child grow up. You know, so when you impregnate your mind and you impregnate the thought, it's done. It's done. Just have faith that the child's gonna come out good. You know, if you're thinking negative thoughts, then you can have a miscarriage. You're gonna kill the baby. Essentially, this is Abdullah's words. You know, I'm just interpreting him. He doesn't say kill the baby. He says you have what's the word that I just said? Yeah, Abdullah said miscarriage. So you can have a miscarriage of your idea. So you can, I guess Abdullah is saying essentially that you can, you know, destroy your manifestation, I guess, because you're killing it, essentially. That's what a miscarriage is, you know? So be faithful, you know? So I guess that is what happens, you know? I guess I'm not going to believe any other people if they say it, because I haven't got my manifestations for all the negative stuff that I had. So I'm just going to, this person is my girlfriend. I'm saying her name in my head. She is my girlfriend. That's it. I'm not going to worry about the how. Do not worry about the how. And for me, I know that she knows my existence. I don't know how. I don't need to worry about that. You know, I know she'll tell me. You know, it'll be a crazy story. I'm pretty sure. And I can't wait to tell you guys. You know, like, I'm excited. So yeah. So I guess I'll tell you guys about how it happened, whatever. Last night I was thinking of I guess money, and then my person, and then I was thinking about some other stuff, some other games. I just obviously was thinking about my room, and then yeah, I was just thinking all these other stuff, you know, listening to some scary stories, and then because I was watching this movie called Kisaragi Station. It's a Japanese urban legend that came on 2chan a long time ago, that I was seeing like a scary movie about. You know, I was like, I'm gonna watch this movie. I didn't finish the movie, But that's what I did yesterday before I went to sleep. I took some little gummy things to help me sleep. Forgot what the thing's called. But I've been having really good thoughts lately, like every single day, you know. I have been having a little bit of negative thoughts, you know, but I let the negative thoughts literally pass, you know. I see them and I do not interact with them. I just go, okay, it's just like they're passing in the night, you know. I think that's kind of like the best way to put it. Like, I'm not giving them energy, I'm not reacting to them. Like, I do see them and I notice them, I go, okay, I just let it go. Literally, I let it go. And then after a while, I go, and then I start having positive thoughts. I don't react to it in the moment, you know. I don't try to flip it, like a lot of people say to do. I just don't give any attention, just like how Neville Goddard says, don't give the tree branch any sap, I guess, essentially. I forget what lecture or book he says it in, but that's essentially what your tree is, whatever. Like, your tree, you just snap off the branch to give any, don't give any, I guess, sap, which is, I guess, the life, whatever. I don't know how he says it, but all I'm doing, because that's all I'm doing, just the positive thoughts that I have during the day, I'm just letting them play, you know. Like, this person that I thought of, like I said, once again, the whole day I was just, when I woke up, I was just having these lovely thoughts. I saw her on my Facebook feed. I was looking on my phone. I woke up and I said the thing that I always say: content creation is, like, it literally, as soon as I woke up, I was like, content creation is my life. Content creation is my life. The fame is inside of me. The fame is inside of me. The popularity is inside of me. The popularity is inside of me. The wealth is inside of me. The wealth is inside of me. The success is inside of me. The success is inside of me. The knowledge is inside of me. The knowledge is inside of me. I am the #1 horror gaming gooning content creator on all of YouTube and Twitch. I said that immediately as soon as I wake up. And then I just imagined me receiving a lot of money, $250,000 too. I'm like, yep, I have all this money. I'm good. And then just another one I'm thinking, the $2,000 every single day, awesome. You know, the me being with my person, and then me being at Anime Expo with them, coming back, much fun we had, all the pictures we've taken, you know. And I just had another thought of me and my person, like a picture on my phone of me and her, you know, together, of her kissing me. And then it could be her phone or my phone, and we have different pictures on our phones or whatever, you know, but they're all of me, you know. She loves taking pictures with me. She loves involving me into her stuff, you know. Like, I'm having these thoughts, like, they come naturally to me, you know. Like, I'm just really, really happy. Like, I'm already happy on the inside, but I'm happy now, you know, because I'm pushing these thoughts out. And I think, okay, I know I'm proving the law to myself, just like how Neville Goddard says, test the law. So that's what I'm doing. I'm testing exactly how he said to do it. Just during the day, he says a good practice to do is during the day, or before you go to sleep, imagine how your day would have went, you know. He says if you get a letter and something you didn't want, then imagine the letter that you did receive. So I guess just imagine that. So that's what he says, literally, in how to use imagination. Neville Goddard, 1955, How to Use Imagination, and that's by a channel called the 100K Watt. You know, it has 1.7 million views. Well, 1,782,100 views since November 30th, 2012. You know, like me, I'm really studying Neville Goddard. I really am, you know, and I'm really happy that I really am putting into practice everything that Neville Goddard said, everything Neville Goddard teaches to do. You know, I'm doing that exactly as he says it. So I'm going to continue to do them because it works. It works. You guys really shouldn't, if you guys are going to watch me, then just study Neville Goddard yourself. Like, that's what I'm doing, you know. I'm literally doing that. I'm giving you guys obviously the cliff notes, but you guys should really study him. Read his books, read them over and over again, not just once, over and over again, until you understand them, and until you truly understand what it means to manifest. Because I truly understand now how it is to manifest, and I'm putting my faith in myself and into God. Once again, I believe in God. You don't even have to believe in God, dude, to do this. Just Neville Goddard says, be clear on what you want. So what do you want? And then for me, I write stuff down, because that's how I'm clear, you know. I'm getting my thoughts down on paper. And then Neville Goddard, as he says, imagine how would you feel if you had it. Okay, I'm gonna literally quote Neville Goddard. He says, live as though if it were true. So if I believe it and accept it, well then I will live by it. All you have to do is to decide within yourself what you want. Now, what would you do if it were true? If you want to marry, would you wear a ring under one finger, which would imply someone placed it there? One that you admire? Well then, wear it there, but don't really wear a physical ring. Put it on as just as though he had placed it there, and sleep feeling that which you are feeling is real. Certainty is all imagination is Christ. Therefore, it's our reality. What do you want? Ask no man's permission. You only need your own decision. What do I want? Now, what would it be like if it were true? What would I feel like if it were true? Catch the mood and try to, keyword, try to give that mood all sensory vividness of reality, all the tones of reality, and then sleep in it just as though it were true. So when you know what you want, remain faithful to that assumption. And the assumption at the moment is denied by your senses and denied by reason. If you persist in it, it will harden into fact. So that's literally quoted by Neville. This is from the lecture Living in the End, 1968. So, once again, study him. Don't just believe my words. Study him and then test it for yourself. Do the basics. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything overcomplicated. I'm not doing affirmations. I'm not doing any of that other bullshit. You know, I'm sure it works, but for me, it hasn't worked. You know, so I'm doing things that were proven by Neville Goddard himself that he uses, that he got his desires, will work. So I'm using that. And the same thing to do with his what do you call it? His teacher Abdullah. You know. So I'm doing exactly that. So that's what I'm focused on today. And then when I go to sleep, because I'm excited for every day, man. Like I focus, and also to focus on the present, focus on this moment. You know. Focus on what you're gonna do today, what you're gonna do tomorrow. I guess just plan stuff out. You guys want to do. I guess, but plan for with your desire in mind is what I'm doing. You know. So for me, I'm making content obviously like I am today. I'm editing this video right now, obviously posting it, and just doing everything that I can. And I'm enjoying my life, man. I'm eating delicious food. I know what to make it. Like, I'm excited to make some hamburger helper today. I got some groceries yesterday. I put everything away. You know, I have a lot of food now I could eat. I'm happy. I'm grateful for the food that I have. And I'm assuming that I'm going to get more and more if I ever need any more. So yeah, so that's what my plan for today is, just to edit this video, post it. It'll be probably in 3 days. So maybe the 10th you guys will see this, maybe, you know. And yeah, I know that everything's done. You know, I know that my person loves me unconditionally for me. And this is the big thing too, you know, even though this person's a model and whatever, I know that she, you know, sees me for me. And I know she sees, and she finds me attractive, and she loves me, and she wants to be with me, and she wants to do things with me, you know. And she loves my hobbies. She loves everything about me. Everything that I do gets her more and more in love with me. You know, more and more. Every day that passes, she gets more and more in love with me. Every minute that passes, every hour, every month or week, she loves me more and more. And it grows exponentially, you know. And she's faithful, and she's loyal, and she's monogamous to me only. All these things, you know. And she wants to do everything she can to make me happy, to help me with my goals, to help me with my dreams. Because that's what I want for my person, to help me, to want to grow with me. Not because we're all growing, we're all learning, you know. And she's encouraged, and she loves to study with me too, you know. And she loves me, and she cares about me, you know. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the video. This is the end of the video. Hopefully I give you guys not really inspiration, not to be inspired, but just to do the work. You know, study. You know, do what. Just study Neville Goddard. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, truly study him and not just study, but put his stuff into practice. So if you guys like this video, I greatly appreciate it. You guys give me a like, a comment, and sub, and share this out to some people. You know, I greatly appreciate it. You know. So yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.